night tops. Monday night tops. Monday night tops. Monday night tops.
Welcome to Monday Night Tops, the show so brave, so bold, so daring as to have a best of episode before we even get to double digits. I'm Chad Alexander, your co-host, here to introduce the star of the show. He's a blues riffing bee, watching for the changes. It's Trumaine Bradley.
Goddamn right.
Yay! There we go.
This makes no sense already. And Chad said it. Why are we doing a best of episode? Because we're simply the best. We're not gonna tell you what number we are on this show, but we're pretty much the best. But no, thank you for coming to Monday Night Tops. Hey, wait.
You're simply the best.
You're gonna get this episode taken off of YouTube before we even start. All right, but no, thank you for coming to Monday Night Tops. Monday Night Tops, it's a bunch of weird, random, funny shit compiled into an hour with topics that you all create outside of this one. Why? Because we're the best. So we had to do a best of episode. I just bring a lot of my funny friends along for the ride again. These topics are normally created by you, not today, though. But first, before we get into this episode, I want to introduce my co-host, my partner in crime, my better half. Give it up for Chad Alexander.
Yay, me. Yay, me and all the things.
I thought you would hit yourself with a gift. I was like...
Oh, hit me. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
This is so dumb. All right, man. Look, we're gonna keep this moving because this is a best of, and it's also the worst of the tops and the bottoms. Before we get into that, for my special guest, he produces on this show. He talks mad shit behind the scenes, so I had to get him on camera. And actually, he brought a guest. Before we introduce him, I want to say everything has been ran through by the mother and the mother's board. So we are all above of everything. So nobody cancel us for who is going to be introduced.
That was some fantastic legalese. Like, look, it's been run through by everything.
I'm letting them know because I don't want no one to splice together my intro into this person. They'd be like, look it, and he brought a smaller guest with them. But yes, tonight's guest is my goofy friend, Brandon and Maddie Lewin, aka Jew Chains and Little Jew Princess. That is just their names. That is not from me.
Actually, that's how we got our nicknames, was because Trumaine gave us our nicknames behind closed doors, behind our backs, and then we found out and it stuck with us. So
no, you chose my nickname.
That's true.
I'm already so happy. Chad, hit him with a gift. Hit him.
Trumaine, man, I know you said you didn't want to get canceled, but I really don't think saying Jew Chains is all that bad. But
people are getting canceled for everything these days, brother. That's the problem. So I just want to go and throw out there is a rapper named Black Thought, where if you say his name, you're just saying his name. You're not trying to get canceled. You're not pointing out anything else but his name. So when I say Jew Chains and Little Jew Princess, I don't need insert here lawyer coming to talk to me. So that's just on them.
I'm gonna talk to you.
Ooh. I heard that.
Her mother actually wanted her nickname to be Jap, and I said that probably is crossing the line. Like that's too much. And
no, you can't say that. Chad, what were you saying?
I can say that, but we're
gonna need you to turn up your mic a little bit, Chad.
Like West Side Story, but all in Yiddish.
I heard the West Side Story, but in Yiddish. What was the first part?
This entire problem. Is my mic not working? Do we already have
What's it is now?
It's now?
Yes.
I will do this entire show.
Yo, we got to do this in an hour, and people are going to blame me for not getting into this shit. All right, look, this is the topic tonight is the best of the tops and the bottoms, and you've already seen a little bit of the bottoms before we started. It's basically the best and the worst of this show because that's just how good we are. We want to talk about it all. But before I get into this, Mr. Chains, what is your role in Big Laughs comedy? And why should people listen to your opinions on these moments from Monday Night Tops? Go.
Because my opinion is the only opinion that matters. I'm a captain of the ship that is called Big Laugh Comedy Network. I'm the Jerry Reinsdorf to this 96 Bulls team that we got going right now. Except I don't make really bad decisions. I know how to pay my players and keep them happy. So fuck Jerry, just going on records. So yeah, that's the best way I can describe myself.
Don't
Mr. Chains.
Anyone in this thing.
You better. What'd you say? What'd you say, Judy Princess?
What'd you say, little princess? What'd you say?
I said, don't insult anybody in this show.
Oh, I
So
heard that.
I'm her assistant. She's really
Yes.
Yes.
Whatever she says goes. Okay, so for the first pick, we got into was Dr. Sleep. Chad, why did you choose this pick?
The Dr. Sleep?
Yes.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, you're right. I chose that. I don't even think it was here this episode. I loved it. I love the movie, and I love the person who did the clip. Hilarious. Chad, you set us up with April's clip from episode 3.
The clip that I didn't choose.
Yes.
Also, the clip. I don't think I was even on the episode, man.
I don't think you were. But you got to set us up with the clip.
I think I saw this. I think I saw this one. I think the only thing I think I can set this up with is like I think the clip made more sense than the movie did.
Hey, I'm April. They asked me to do a reenactment of Dr. Sleep, where a lady with dreads fights a girl with dreams. Here's Johnny. Food. Green, vegan. Hello. Systemic racism must stop. I just turned 35 and found out that girls randomly suck dick. There. For favors. Get out! Get out! I think Trump is going to try to have 3 more terms. It's a penis pillow. Oh!
She's here.
Oh! Why do we put up with anything anybody says? Why do we put up with Trump? Why do we take anything he says seriously? Ugh. Why is he even a thing? Business is not good for America. Whoa. This is America bleeding. We're bleeding. Save us.
You know, before I get into these questions, I just want to say, Brandon is muted. I want to say before I get into this question, I just need to put a disclaimer out there. Whenever you see Brandon kind of whenever you see Mr. Chains look over to Miss Princess, that means he's letting her know to put ear muffs. That means what's being seen and heard cannot be. Yeah, the AirPods, but yeah, we're saying that you can't hear or see anything. It's like a MAGA thing. It's like no matter what happens, you don't see what's happening. It's basically some MAGA blankets. So Brandon, excuse me, Mr. Chains, on this episode, Sam Damaris was the host. What did you love most about him? Go.
He was really into everything, man. He I think that was the one, if my memory serves me correct, was that Batman was the conversation, the topic. Who was the best Batman?
Batman did come up. Yes.
It came up. Yeah. So he did not like Ben Affleck. I'm personally a fan of Ben Affleck as Batman, so I don't really understand. That hit me the wrong way.
It did.
That's why he's never been on another show on Big Laugh Comedy Network. But that's okay. Not everyone has to agree with me. They just won't get on any other shows, so that's fine.
That is wild, Mr. Chains. Chad, I feel like you need a nickname. No, Chad, we're not gonna get you canceled. This one is different. Chad,
Yeah,
what about you?
Let's
What
not
did you
go doing that.
I know you weren't on that episode, but what did you love about Sam? Because actually, Sam came up in Houston, one of the Whiskey Brothers.
I didn't see it.
The good thing is Sam is the only black person in the Whiskey Brothers. So he's great dude, hold it down for Houston. We love you over here. Okay, so what was the craziest moment that you remember from this episode, Brandon?
From that episode, man, dude, to be honest with you, I don't remember a lot of crazy stuff from that one. Because there was that reenactment, which, to be honest with you, that reenactment, I had no idea what was going on.
You have to watch the movie. I realized. Yeah,
I've never watched that movie, and so it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. Plus, she had Kermit in there, and then I heard her say something about Kermit had to earmuffs suck dick, and so I was what? And I'm
that's my fault. That's this show is that random. And I told her, I tell everybody who does it, you remember, because I've asked you and I've asked Miss Prince as Maddie to do a few. Yeah. I say the least you know about a show, do that. The least you know about a movie, do that. Why? Because it's going to be that much crazier. And the funniest part is I just saw Dr. Sleep. She mixed in two scenes into one. I had no idea. She didn't either. That's why I loved it. That's why I chose it. I think it's hilarious. Right. And since I love the clip so much, I asked April to, in fact, give more background. So this will make more sense to you, Mr. Chains, on her thought process. Chad, can you set up April revisiting Dr. Sleep?
Well, you got to go visit your best performance, and I think that was a stellar 10 out of 10 performance. So you got to go for the director's commentary.
Hi, I'm April Walterscheid, and I just wanted to let you know about that video that you saw me do. It was a movie I've not seen ever, and I was told it's actually 2 scenes in one, so I did 2 scenes in one, and then I was told to talk about some political issues, so I blurted out some stuff. And if you've seen my Facebook, it's full of political things that I am passionate about. But in the video, I just sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. So is there anything else that I want to mention? I filmed it by myself. I felt really fat, so enjoy it.
All right. So a lot of questions that people had got answered. So after seeing the explanation, how does that change the original clip for you, Mr. Chains?
It doesn't.
All right. Chad, how does this change it for you?
It doesn't change at all. I like the bravery of just going I didn't watch this movie at all. I just saw someone with things on their head. I knew it had something to do with The Shining, the Kermit, whatever. Let's just go with whatever feels right.
What's so funny? It's actually a really good movie, and I just love weird shit. So I chose this, April. I fucking love it. I have issues. All right, for this next pick, we went with a Beyonce moment from Sarah Jean's episode. Chad, actually, can you tell me why you chose this moment for the show's second pick?
I also did not choose this one. It's This is going to be a constant battle where just Trumaine's going to keep throwing it to me. And it's like, hey, why'd you choose this clip? No, I didn't. You did. You stacked the entire best of show with all of your moments.
You want to know why? Because it's my goddamn show. And if I want to play tennis with myself, damn it. AOC 2024, I'm all here for it. But if I want to stack a whole bunch of you serving it to me so I can slam it down, I put tennis and basketball together, whatever. All right, look, Chad, set us up with Sarah G's Beyonce moment from episode 7.
Whatever it is, it's Sarah Jean. It's going to be amazing. I didn't know of her before this episode. I became a fan for life. She is amazing. That's all you have to know. Go ahead and roll her clip. She's awesome.
No, I love it. I mean, and the funniest part is I am part of the problem. She didn't want to take shots, but I am one of the people who she was telling, hey, you don't understand what a rom-com is. And I went my whole life thinking I did, and come to find out I didn't. And I had about 50 other women in my comments saying, no, Trumaine, you don't. So that is why I'm doing this episode today. If it wasn't, and like I said, this is going to be the training episode, because whenever we have situations like this, I'm going to have Sarah and a few other women take over. So I'm not spreading my legs across a whole genre of film.
We will woman spread all over the show.
You goddamn right. It's about damn time. You know?
We're going to jam out with our clams out.
I love this. This whole show is going to turn into a Beyonce album by the end of the episode. This is fantastic. I love how Chad forgot he was even on this episode.
I knew I was on this episode. I knew for sure I was on that episode. It's one of my favorite episodes. Yes.
Okay.
It's one of the favorite ones we've ever done.
See, I told you he chose this. I didn't choose them all. Anyways, Brandon, Sarah G.
Power tripping.
Oh man, that is like the best gift ever. You and these gifts. That's where I fucked up. It's messed up. We should have had more of your gifts on here.
Facts.
Anyways, Mr. Chains, Sarah Jean was host on that episode. What did you love most about her?
Actually, when Little Princess watched that clip with me, what did you say when you first saw her?
She looked like Philippa Sue from Hamilton.
She like. Do you know what character is she playing?
She plays Eliza.
She just dropped like full names on people.
Okay.
That was. But anyway, I love Sarah Jean. I love the fact that she says she'll spread her woman spread all over you. Like that needs to be a t-shirt. And I think we're going to capitalize and make that some merch.
Make it.
Sure. So, as long as it's okay with the women, but I'm all for Sarah Jean. I love her. She's hilarious. That was a fantastic episode. Everything from the clips to the behind the scenes, that entire episode was by far one of the best ones we've done so far.
No, I loved it. And she was saying that she would like woman spread over the entire situation, because a lot of times men just talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and which is pretty much this show. But
it sounds like it would be great on toast, though. If we just keep saying this woman spread, it's like has your toast ever felt, not so fresh?
You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure there's a Karen out there that's already like, no, we already do it. It's called placenta spread. Okay. Brings me to the sorry. They need to open up the stages. Please wear masks, everybody. We need to be on stage. We don't need to be doing this virtually. All right. But Mr. Change, you reminded me of another thing. What was the craziest moment that you remember from this episode?
It was actually the after the show. You guys. It was I don't know what she's talking about. I gave her a couple shots so she could relax before the show, and she's now just on. Just joking. No children have been harmed in this film on this episode. I just want to make sure we're not legally responsible for any of this stuff either.
And that's definitely that is his daughter, by the way. I don't want people being like, they got Woody Allen on the goddamn show. This is supposed to be progressive. How did he go from working over here to being okay with He brought God that. You know what that was? That was Polanski. He got Polanski. That's why he was wearing glasses. That was a joke for just the nerds. Please don't cancel that.
No, please keep doing things in this voice, whatever that is. That's fantastic. Just keep.
This is awesome. But,
Sarah Jean and Sarah afterwards was by far my favorite and craziest part of that episode.
That is so funny. That is so true. We're definitely gonna get more into that. I hold you on that one because I have a setup for that one because you're absolutely right. But first, for the next pick, the third pick, it's Child's Play, and I know for a fact, Chad, why did you choose Child's Play?
Now we're to something that I chose. Thanks for getting to the part of the show that includes me. Thank you so much. Jess's clip. Yes, I did choose this one. This was like my first introduction to Jess, and immediately became one of my favorites because she fought off a yarn knit Yoda as a stand-in for Chucky for Child's Play, and it was one of the best things I've ever seen. Like, please show this clip. It's great.
That's awesome. Let's show it.
Before we begin, this is my light, but it's also a fireplace. Okay, good. Talk to me. Talk to me, damn it. Talk. All right. I'll make you talk. Nah, you stupid bitch! Ah! And so on and so forth. So, not Chucky, not a fireplace. Yes, Michael Jordan. So, this is my issue with the Chucky franchise, is that he's a doll. I know he's bigger than this, obviously. But, I'm 5'2". I am not a tall person. I have known that all my life. But if something even the size of this were to come at me, you punt it. Like so. You don't let it terrorize your house, you don't let it bite you, and you certainly don't let it call you a slut. I'm not going to tolerate any slut shaming from a stupid serial killer doll. Thanks.
Yo, all right. Look,
so good.
I love Jess. Okay, Mr. Chains. All right, Mr. Chains.
Yes.
I see that Miss Princess had to go.
No, she's coming back. She just had to grab something.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I know you're the assistant. So, okay, Mr. Chains. Mark James Heath was the host of episode 5. What did you love most about him as host?
I don't remember him. He wasn't very memorable. Not saying it was his fault. You're the one who puts all the stuff together. So you're
right. You're right. That is. Yeah, I can't believe we got Yoda. All right. Chad, were you on that episode?
With Mark James Heath? I believe it was. I believe it was.
What was the craziest moment you remember from that episode?
Just the constant ghosts. I believe Mark was coming to us live from the bathroom at his house. And the amount of things that failed. I want to say that was the episode where the transition in the opening of the episode got messed up, and then we cut to you and the look on your face.
I think that was the episode. We're gonna go back and check. I think that was episode 5. And to be honest with you, Brandon, that's why it wasn't as memorable, because that was what we call a bottom. I wish I had that clip to show y'all. The look of it was fear, because it was fear and it was disgust. So a lot things happen. There's a lot of background stuff around, and it goes Monday night. It goes back to anyways, this is not an easy show. So anybody running the show, I'm super, super happy to have them running it. But shit stuff happens on the fly on every show. And trust me, it happened on that episode. That's why we don't remember it. We love you, Mark, because I love when you started talking about how the TV threw up the Jordans. That was crazy. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, since we loved Jess's clip on this episode so much, I decided to have Jess give us more background on the thought process. So, Chad, can you please set us up with Jess revisiting her Child's Play clip?
Again, anytime that we have one of these clips, I want director's commentary. I want behind the scenes. If there was a cat in the room watching the whole thing go down, I want to see what happened on take 1, take 3, take 7, take 9. I want to see all of it. Here's Jess explaining her side of Chucky reborn as Yoda.
Hi, I'm Jess Reddy. I was asked to explain my thinking behind my Child's Play reenactment. Honestly, when doing these clips for Trumaine and Chad, I try not to think about it too much because then I feel like you'll see me thinking and then that's not funny. So I went with my initial instinct about those movies, which is why don't they just kick him? And then I set about trying to find a toy in my house. I don't have a lot of toys, shocker. And I definitely don't have one possessed by a serial killer. So, you gotta make, lemons with lemonade or whatever. Put lipstick on a pig. I don't know. Pick your idiom. Anyways, so I found Baby Yoda, and then I decided I would do it as quickly as possible as to not get sued by Disney. Thank you.
She has a speaking problem. To talk to is quiet.
Giving that kid that elevate. All right. So after Chad, after seeing the explanation, how does that change the original clip for you? I know you chose that, but how does that change it for you?
I like the idea of trying, because I know Jess is very theatrical. I like the idea of her going around her house trying to cast the role of Chucky and landing on Yoda and just like, what is my motivation? What do we feel is the desire for this scene?
No, I loved it. That's why I think Jess has literally been on every single episode, and then she came on and hosted her own. But we're definitely going
big fan of Jess. I love her.
Yeah, awesome. We're definitely gonna get further into her a little bit. Well, into her doing the clips. But if you like this show so far and you want to help put little Jew Princess through law school, because obviously the way she talks, she definitely going to be a lawyer.
I've already been in law school.
Oh. All right. Well, if you want to help get her own episode of How to Get Away with Murder, because she's definitely getting away with murder on this show, please check out our Patreon site. Can you go ahead and drop that for us? Patreon. I keep on saying it like that until we get more people. We're gonna get a Patreon. Give us all your monies. All right, the 3 levels to show your support. You can get all the details now at www.patreon.com/Monday Night Tops.
I want the wet A word.
All right. Or you can just give us, a one-time donation. That's fine. On Venmo or Cash App. Again, give us all your monies at hashtag BL Comedy. That's big. No, I'm just kidding. But hashtag BL Comedy in the what's called Cash App is money sign Big Laugh Comedy. That's what the BL stands for. Is Big Laugh. Any little bit helps. We have big plans for this show, so we need all big donations of monies. We can use all your help. Please show us love or just share, comment, love all our videos. You're the best. We love you. Let's come back. Yes. All right. For the next clip, I decided, because it's my show, to release something that hasn't been seen before. And since you're going to be seeing more of Sarah Jean, I'm going to have her do a reenactment of A Few Good Men. She's talking about this whole Ben Shapiro situation with his wife. It's a crazy thing. Please Google it. Not while you're watching the show. Before that, a lot of great moments happen when the show is finished and over with. What's something crazy you remember happening, Brandon, when the live feed wasn't rolling?
It definitely had been Sarah, the other producer, who was having problems with the ghost, and she just went off the rails. That was by far my favorite one.
I wish we had that video, because that was classic. Chad, do you remember that moment?
Wait, was it at the beginning of the episode or at the end?
It was at the end. It
Oh,
was
at
at the end. She was done, and then we could see the ghost on camera. It was a lot of things that happened.
I mean, if I have to go to war against virtual ghosts, Sarah Jean is definitely the person I'm picking for, like, just for the fact that at the beginning of the episode, during the first clip, she rearranged her entire room.
Right. On the one, well, actually, it was ghosts on a lot of episodes. Sarah, it was the producer Sarah who was going off on the ghost.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That one. Okay. Yeah. That one at the end where it was just so much venom, just like, cut the feed. Cut. What are you doing? Cut the feed.
It's like the voice kept getting darker. It sounded like if you took a Boston record and played it backwards. It was just getting really, really dark. Don't get no better than that. Chad, can you set us up Sarah Jean's A Few Good Men clip?
I mean, you can't handle the truth. And Ben Shapiro can't handle his wife. So go ahead and roll the clip.
You want the wop? I think I'm entitled to it. Now you want the wop. I want the wet A word, P word. You can't handle the wop. Shapiro, I live in a patriarchy that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with limp dicks. Who's gonna give me the wop? You? You, Ben Shapiro? My wop has a greater responsibility than you can possibly imagine. You weep for the wop, and you curse Cardi B. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Cardi B's WAP, while controversial, probably saved lives. And my WAP, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the WAP because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want my vagina on the patriarchy's wall. You need my vagina on that wall. We use words like macaroni, bucket, mop. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending our wet ass pussies. You use them as a punchline. I neither have the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather that you just said dry A word, P word and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a vibrator and stand the post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to.
I mean, God, okay. Yes,
Thank
I was
you.
going to tell him to hit him with the gift. God,
Yeah. Hit him with that applause one too. That's a standing ovation.
Oh, hey, you see, yes, I have picked the majority of the clips on here, but God damn it, there is a lot of talent. So if you have clips, it doesn't necessarily have to do with anything. You've seen the show. Send it to me. We will make it so that it can be digested by anybody, because damn it, that was good. And I love that afro. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, the Prince. First, I want to start with you, Mr. Chang. So I know that this happens to be one of your favorite movies. How did you feel about that performance? And she spliced together her own way to do it.
Mwah. That's all I gotta say. The masterpiece right there. She literally dropped that mic and she got the A and the P, word. That got me right there. She knew that I had the little princess around, so she had to be careful about some of the words she used. It was magnificent.
It was beautiful. It was perfect. I'm all here for feminism. Chad, you have anything to say on our way out? Because we're about to go into halftime.
Oh, perfect. I want movie reenactment. I want all of it. I want all of the Sarah Jean reenactments specifically in the context of Ben Shapiro and Cardi B. I want just give it.
I've been telling her she needs to do a whole series because that's one of them things. It's like an arc. It's like putting R. Kelly next to a toilet. No matter what, people are gonna get that reference from now until the end of time. And I want them to remember the WAP. I want them to remember the WAP. Okay, we're gonna go into a random
real quick. I want so bad. I want so bad right now.
No, we can't do it. Nope.
To have Indiana Jones, to have Ben Shapiro as Indiana Jones running away from Cardi B as the boulder and just like
and she over here like okay, and it's just the ball just okay, we're gonna take a random commercial break. Before we do that, we're gonna have to get into a word from our sponsor. Y'all may have seen some of these people.
Come on, kid. It's time to pay these bills. Come on.
Hello, my name is Trumaine.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Speak up.
I am doing this commercial because studies have shown that it is virtually impossible to say no to a kid.
Yeah, that was
Plus, being adorable only helps.
that was good.
And this is not a script in my hands. This is a very important book report because I am an A+ student that everyone should be proud of. I have to get ready for school because, as you know, the children are the future. But I take elevate.
Come on. Go, sound it out.
Responsibility.
Sound it out.
Responsibly.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Come on.
But not me, but adult me. Kid me takes tests and gets A's.
You got good grades.
Be responsible with CBD because 2 pumps of this in your favorite drink, a citrus drink or a mocktail or a drink or coffee,
a lot of drinks.
And it enhances your mood. It wipes away all the bullshit. It's not a downer. Elevate gives you an extra boost while helping you focus. It works in minutes.
Okay.
So buy Elevate. Use our discount code
almost there.
At the checkout. Bye.
That was good. You got it right on.
Bravo.
Bravo, the little Jew princess. That's so funny. You did that so perfectly. Okay, I'm going to ask you about it. Baby. Before we do that, welcome back. Welcome back to this, the tops and the bottoms. And obviously, halftime, we that was a top. Welcome back. Please get Elevate. Please hit us with that graphic. I'm crying. This is so funny. I got to get that Elevate.
Do you have the sponsor?
Okay, so we should definitely cut there. Okay, so when you're playing the graphic, count us back down. I'll start talking about the company, and then we go back into the regular show for the next moment.
I'm so glad we cut because I laughed so hard. I snotted on myself.
Awesome. AMMA is a great company. And CBD is legal here in Texas. So if it's legal where you are, go online, order Elevate, use code BLC for 15% off. Let's come back because I have a question for Lil Princess. Princess, when you did this, do you remember shooting this commercial with your father, Mr. Chains? And
Yeah.
how did that day go?
It wasn't that fun.
I was like, yo, get to work. She's like, no, I don't want to get to work. I said, I'll give you candy. She's like, okay, give me my lines.
That's so funny. Chad, you are crying. Was this your first time seeing the commercial?
He into doing it just to make me do one clip, just one. And then he said we had to do another one. And then he never got us anything.
And to be honest, that is showbiz. That is perfect. A+. You were going to be great in showbiz. Chad, you were Chuck. Was it your first time seeing the commercial?
No, it wasn't the first time seeing the commercial, but it's hilarious. But I love your muttering the voiceover. It's so stupid.
It's so off. I was like, I wanted it to be like Wu-Tang style. It'd be like, you challenge me with your tiger claw. Like I wanted it to be like a half second off. It was so.
But we're doing the best of. We have like the Zoom chat, the thing that like people can't really see the behind the scenes of. Our Zoom chat, we can see the cameras live, and you guys don't get to see that, unfortunately. So during the commercial, I literally took out a note card and had to write this to Trumaine. Just because just had to send a sign to him. I was like, this is probably the 5th time or 6th time I've watched that commercial, and it doesn't fail to crack me up. It's
every time. And I can't take all credit because Mr. Chains was in the background like, come on, Maddie, say it like this. Let's get it together. So I was like, what if I change that to like the kind of mean but kind of funny because he's drunk uncle? Come on now, let's get it done. Come on, let's say these words. We gotta keep the lights on. Say the words. Say the words. Get in, get out. We gotta get in, get out. And so like, all I did was copy essentially everything Shade said, and I just put like, what if I had a Newport cigarette? Hey, get off my. Come on now. Come on, let's hurry up. Say these words. The elevate. CB. That's right. Good on. All right. No, I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. All right, man. If we go over now,
stay in that character. You got to do an entire episode.
Hey, we got to get some elevate. Put it in the screen if you got it. If you don't, use
shout out to Elevate though.
Hey, shout out Elevate.
Good job, Elevate.
Good job, Elevate. They got Maddie AirPods, and I got another poster. Thank you, Elevate. All right. So for our next pick. The next pick.
The rest of the episode, do his mad voice.
Hit him with a gift, Chad. Hit him with a gift.
I can't even see the board.
Hey, Daniel, if this is more than an hour, we'll just do a 2-parter because this is hilarious. All right. I know you got another job, so we're going to get it done. All right, never mind. So for the next pick, what's it called? We have to go with the Ghost Named Swayze moment from the Zach Busby episode. I don't know who chose this moment, but Chad, set us up because you know it very well. Set us up with that Ghost Named Swayze moment from episode 7.
I'm happy about it because I think it's one of my finest moments on the show. And I would just like to go ahead and commentate NFL style, my fluidity, my vision on the field, my ability to complete the pass when I started the song. All credit goes to me. Okay. My brain handed me gold and I delivered. I'm saying 4th quarter drive in the end zone. It's NFL season. We're kneeling. It's all good. I'm landing these passes, getting it. That's all I got to say.
One of the worst TV shows of all time, by the way, Brady Bunch. It can go fuck itself.
You know what? They redid the Brady Bunch in a much better fashion and called it The Conjuring. I was The sad thing is I am so serious. That's why they even show the Brady Bunch episode during the movie. It's like literally the Brady Bunch if they were chased by ghosts, and chef's kiss.
Well, that's Chad, a really good point. Yeah.
Chad, I watched.
What is it like? The theme song. Here's a story about a ghost named Swayze.
Yes, that is what we're running as the commercial when we start getting those for this goddamn show. I don't have shit else to.
All right, so I have to say real quick, I was listening to that episode actually as a podcast. I don't know if everyone knows this, but Monday Night Tops is on all the major platforms as a podcast. So you go check them out on Apple, subscribe, you can listen to episodes. And that's how I was listening to this episode. And I heard that and I started laughing so hard, almost swerved into the other lane and got in a car accident. I'm just glad I didn't. So, but hey, bravo, Chad. Bravo. Well, we don't know about that, but thank you. Bravo, Chad. That was amazing.
Chad,
I'm saying in a contract year, keep that in mind.
I love how Chad shows up.
Duly noted.
Chad is like Robert Horry. Every so often you forget about Horry, but every so often a random pass or a random rebound gets thrown over to the corner. Who grabs it? Horry. 3, 2, buckets. Because that was a moment. It was straight facts. I will give you that. And you straight up, you patted yourself on the back this episode, and that's why I love you. That was the Chad Show. Because that was an episode with a lot of ghosts. A lot of ghosts. So you had a great moment. In fact, oh man, one of my favorite moments, love Tony, and I'm sure Tony, it was the first time he did it. I feel so bad throwing him in like that, but damn it, that made for one of my favorite episodes. Brandon, you were saying that you were listening to this on as a podcast. Thank you for that shout out. Zach Busby was the host. What did you love most about him in that episode? If not in that episode, just period, because he is a part of DLC.
So the reason I like Zach so much is that first he's the host now. He's got the leadership role of All You Do Is Win now on Tuesday nights, by the way. That's just a quick plug so everyone knows. But he is fucking hilarious in his lines. Like, he is just so spot on with his dry sense of humor and everything he was saying in there. He was even dropping knowledge about some shows and stuff, and like, he can geek the shit out. Like, I love it. So it was a fun episode, lots of ghosts. But since then, I just want to clarify, since then we brought in the exorcist by the name of Daniel to clear the house of all the ghosts possible. And now we are rolling fucking clean. So shout out to Daniel the exorcist.
Daniel. He's like Oz and the Ghostbusters mixed together. But with more black people. Obviously.
I just need a tiny baby Yoda going, this house is clean.
That's wonderful. Oh my God. Okay. So tell me this, Chad, what do you remember most about that episode besides the Ghost Named Swayze song?
Oh, well, besides my greatness.
This is going to be on the next best of episode. This it's going to be so meta. I'm using this whole part, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, Zach was tremendous, but I think it was like the 4th or 5th time that things failed, and we all, like the 3 of us, just like locked eyes over the Zoom and had that same face. It's like, we've all been here. I mean, like, it's literally like, you know, it's just it's like your years and years in the trenches. They're shelling overhead and they're like, well, I mean, it's Tuesday, so what are you going to do?
Hey, I had so much fun. That was one of those episodes where you can tell we've been doing this. Fuck the show. We've been working together for years. So even through the ghost moments, you were able to take a moment that, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was supposed to be my mic drop moment, because I knew the Conjuring, I was gonna bow, and you was like, here's a story for Ghost Named Swayze. I was like, God dang you, because I didn't write my part, so I know you didn't write that. like that was in the moment. So thank you for running the score up. That's what it's about, the Chad Show on that moment. All right, so for the fifth pick offered up was The Graduate. I know for a fact I chose this. Chad, can you set us up with Carter's clip from episode 10?
Man, it's Carter Anderson. Okay, you can't go wrong with this guy. One of the best players on any of these shows. Carter Anderson always delivers, and I want desperately a 20-disc Criterion collection of just a series of Carter movie mashups. Please make that happen.
Carter Anderson from Geeked Out and In the Meantime, doing a combination of The Graduate, starring Dustin Hoffman, and Juice, starring Tupac Shakur and Omar Epps. Let's go. There's like no food in this house. Who doesn't have snacks? What's up? Hey, Mrs. Robinson, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snoop. I was just looking for some snacks or cookies or something. You like cookies, huh? I'm almost done with your router. I should be done in just a second. Yeah, you just had that thing really disconnected. Yes, my husband said that he would be taking care of that. He's been pretty unreliable lately. You know, you want to stay for a drink? No, Mrs. Robinson, I think I should just finish up the router and probably get going. I've taken up enough of your time. I'm sorry. Don't be silly. We should definitely do something. You know, actually, I feel like I should probably, I could finish the router tomorrow, like in the morning when the when the sun is up and how about we just go upstairs and talk about it? It'll be fine. My husband will be gone for quite a few hours. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go, and you know what? I think I'll come by tomorrow and fix the router if you still need it. Why are you leaving all of a sudden? What's this? What is this? Just being a little sexually aggressive, Mrs. Robinson, okay? It's making me uncomfortable. Look, dude, we fucking, okay? We're just gonna do it. It's going to happen, all right? Now, we're gonna make the beast with 2 Wi-Fi passwords right fucking now. You're crazy, Mrs. Robinson. My husband called me crazy just the other day. It's such a coincidence that you say that too. But you know, when he said it, I was bugging, right? What? He's right. And you're right. I am crazy. You know what else? I don't give a fuck. Fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about this house. I don't give a fuck about my punk ass husband. I don't give a fuck about my daughter. I don't give a fuck about Simon and Garfunkel. I don't give a fuck about my life. What did Simon and Garfunkel have to do with any of that? Quiet! Shut the fuck up! We either fucking or we fighting. What you want to do? What you want to do? What I'm trying to say is that if the Me Too movement was around back in the 60s, this movie wouldn't have gotten made. Also, Simon and Garfunkel fucking slap.
Man, wow. Carter goes so hard, and we will get into this. But give me a second though. First, I want to talk about the host. The host was just ready. What did you all, starting with you, Mr. Chains, what do you love most about Just Ready? Because we weren't able to talk during Child's Play. I had a reason for that.
Yeah. So Jess is she's fantastic all the way around. Great talent. She came on. She kept everything light. She made everything look pretty with her bright little lipstick going on, and it was just fantastic. Because like I love you guys, but we really need some feminine energy on the show, and I'm so glad that you bring these fantastic hosts on that are so talented. So shout outs to Jess. Keep on bringing those clips. We love them. And that overall episode was spectacular. Another good one.
Oh my gosh. I mean, obviously, Carter always brings it, but yeah, Jess says host. What about you, Chad? How did you feel? Because you didn't get to go in completely during Child's Play. How did you feel about what do you love most about Jess?
Well, when she was on as host, just being able to watch the Zoom and being able to see like all of her reactions. She I think the thing that I told her after the episode was like, I like reading everything on her face as the clips are playing, because it's a roller coaster of emotions communicated completely just with eyebrows.
That is so true. So what's your favorite clip of hers that she's done? If it's not Child's Play, if it is Child's Play, cool. But if it isn't, how does it compare to Child's Play? I'm gonna start with you, Chad.
Child's Play is the one that I always think of. I'm struggling with any other clip. She's done so much, but like Child's Play is what I always come back to, where she had to like explain the scene like this is a fireplace, and then punting the yoga mat, all of it. It's so amazing. It just has all of these different layers into it, the explanation, the ride up, and then like the ride back down, where it's like, if I get accosted by a toy, I'm punting it across the room.
So great. What about you, Mr. Chains? What is your favorite clip from her? Was it Child's Play or was
it Child's Play one? It has to be my top, just because she brings Baby Yoda in there as Chucky, and it's like, how can you have such a cute little thing? Also, that thing, I don't know if she made it herself, and like, no offense to her, but that Baby Yoda's kind of creepy though too. I just think Baby Yoda's kind of creepy at all. Like that should be the new Child's Play. Because like, hold on, look at this thing. Look at these eyes. These eyes staring you at night. This is petrifying. It's like, it's worse than those porcelain dolls that are hanging around the houses. It's awful.
This is so funny.
But it's like the yarn. It just comes like, you'd see the movie trailer as the Child's Play reboot with a knit Yoda, where it's like, born out of grandma's knitting basket after her passing.
It's like, I was waiting to be able to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, cool.
What is this? What was this?
I was watching Coneheads the other night. That's where that came from. All right, I'm sorry. I'm giving all the secrets because the best of. I was watching Coneheads. They come from France. It was okay. So since we love the clip so much, I asked Carter to give more background on his thought process. Chad, can you set up Carter revisiting The Graduate?
Again, we need director's commentary. I want these movies to happen. I need Carter to have this career just doing mashup movies. SNL, take a look. This could run at least 7 seasons on your show. Make it gold. Make people want to tune in. It's going to be fantastic. Here's Carter.
I decided to combine the movies The Graduate and Juice. Quite frankly, the films are very similar in a lot of ways. Films have lead characters who take whatever they want regardless of consent. I just want to point out that the actor William David Daniels is in this movie. William D. Daniels played Mr. Feeney in Boy Meets World. He played Dustin Hoffman's father. It means Mr. Daniels has been old his whole life.
I don't know. Every time Carter starts talking, I don't know why it's so funny to me. Oh my God. Okay, so after the explanation, and we can pick apart the juxtaposition of the movies and everything.
I think someone was playing the trumpet. Yeah, but it's distracting for us. Though.
This is another moment.
No,
This is why this is the best. This is why this is the best of episode. Y'all at home don't know what happened, but you will when you tune into the next version. I will cut this and I will splice. It's gonna be a 2-part. I will splice this part into so y'all can see why we are fucking dying. Oh my God. Okay, this is definitely part 2. Okay, so okay. Daniel, I love you. You just blew his nose and was the funniest shit ever. That needs its own movie. Okay.
This is why you can't have a DJ in the booth with hay fever.
I love Daniel. All right. How does the original clip change for you, Mr. Chains, from what you watched versus, after being able to hear the explanation?
So the reenactment played no part in changing it just because I thought it was gold from the get-go, and I love Juice, and it's one of my favorite movies. And the fact that it's another mashup. It's like Sarah Jean with WAP and Few Good Men. I mean, she killed it with that one. Carter killed it with this one. This is why both of them are going to be playing some characters on Big Laugh Comedy Network. We got some special short form content. I got to plug it because that's who I am, Jew Chains. Hey. All right, that's it.
What about you, Chad? Because this is the first time we got to really dive into this clip.
No, let's stick with the commercial. Let's keep going back to that where let's just keep pitching ideas as what's going to happen on the future of this network. And it's like, hey, if you enjoyed content like this, if you've really, really invested in content like this, please send money. Please send money to Big Laughs Network. We can keep all the Carter Anderson clips coming, all the Sarah Jean things.
Clips,
all
Maddie's clips.
Yeah, all Maddie's clips. Like, look, Trumaine, I love you. I'm starting to feel like All We Are is the show that airs during PBS Pledge Week.
Hey, what? You better put some respect on my goddamn show. But the funniest thing is, I guarantee this is gonna be like that show. It's not SNL. It's like it's the Second City, whatever the Second City version. It's like New Kids on the Hall. A few people remember it, but not many. But when people who go back and watch it, be like, who was on that show? This person was on it. This person was on it. This person was on it. This is the show before people blow up. Like, this is the show that upsets Daniel running the booth on this, because he's going to be running, I don't know, whenever they decide to do a virtual version of the Beatles. He's going to be doing that shit with Cirque du Soleil. He's going to be like, yo, whatever this show is, you can have all content. You can have all rights to it. And I love this goddamn show. A lot of greats started here. I fucking love it.
It's like Second City, but it's like, Fourth City, 2 towns over, like that guy in high school that claimed he had a girlfriend but doesn't go to this school.
Did you say 2 towns over? Not Second City, but 2 towns over. That's the joke. This ain't Second City. This 2 towns over. That's gonna be. Put some respect on my goddamn show. All right, hit him with a gift, Chad.
There's your gift.
That's the gift of the night right there.
Oh my god. We got 2 more videos and we out of here. We're gonna probably cut this into 2 because this is so fucking funny. Thank y'all for watching. This is crazy. That's fine. Okay. For the 6th pick, we offered up a 5-year engagement. This was Sarah's clip. Sarah, I if I'm not mistaken, Chad, you chose this. Why?
I think this was my first introduction. I think this was my first introduction to her on the show. Not putting 2 and 2 together that she was like, I think she was the producer by this episode.
Yes.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. They're like, oh, this is the same person that was in the clips. And I also liked it because I don't know what it is. I know what she called it, but to me, it was like she was just like chugging out of what looked like a Lucky Yeti's foot. That's all I
Let's run that clip.
Yeah.
So my scene is from a 5-year engagement when Chris Pratt is sitting at the dinner table and he's drinking out of Chewbacca's dick. And then we find out that Tom doesn't want kids. And he goes like, the biggest balls are better unused. And then Chris Pratt, while drinking out of Chewbacca's dick, says, "The fuck did you just say?"
Hey, you know what? Sarah has been on for a few episodes, and actually we wanted to get it because I know you all wanted to talk about this, and this leads me into this moment. Love Sarah to death because she came on around the time right before we got Daniel. So she got to help get this shit together to where Daniel to get to the next level where we don't have ghosts. We love you, Sarah. We love you, Daniel. But since this happened actually on Sarah Jean's episode, I know y'all been trying to talk about this. We are now. Since we talked about Sarah Jean's episode, here's my question. If we could have Sarah and Sarah Jean do a reenactment together, why should it be the scene from the Nicolas Cage classic Face Off? Starting with you, Mr. Chains, go.
Oh my god! So Sarah Jean definitely would play John Travolta. I would play Sarah as Nicolas Cage, and let that shit just go wild when they switch characters, man. It's like she would fucking just turn it on like that. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I want to see this movie already. What about you, Chad?
That was the same thought I had. The exact moment where Travolta, it's Nick Cage, but he's playing Travolta, and he has that realization when he's in prison. He's like, "Oh, I have to be this." I want to see Sarah Jean go so over the top where she has to she's like, "No, I'm the other Sarah now," and just has that like manic, crazy face. She's like,
awesome. Okay, I love it. I mean, they work well together. We have to figure out a show. I'm pretty sure Mr. Chain is already on it. Okay, for our last pick, I'm not sure if Chad chose this. I don't fucking care because it's one of my favorite moments on the show, period. So for the last pick on Monday Night Tops with Trumaine Bradley, and Chad be here too, but this is the thing. Only reason I say that is because Chad threw me under the bus. I didn't choose none of all these shits. I'm like, God damn, brother. The gifts. Hit me with a rock gift. Okay, Chad, can you set us up with Brandon, Maddie, and Noah's clip from episode 10?
I mean, it's just Brandon putting his kids to work.
Absolutely. That's why we have them.
Run it. Chad, can you set us up with Brandon, Maddie, and Noah? Their clip, please.
Sure thing. All I can really say is I kind of want to see a Kids Bop version of the best parts of Forrest Gump. You'll see when you see the clip. Go ahead.
All right, we're reenacting the scene for Forrest Gump where he gets pulled in his line where this crazy dude, well, not crazy, but he's an activist, all about he's like down with the Vietnam War, and there's like 1 million people standing there in Washington, D.C. Listen to this dude just screaming into the mic, getting all crazy. And then he's about to bring up some Vietnam vets who just came back from the war, and Forrest happens to be the first one there. So Forrest is just sitting there waiting for this dude about to call him up. So he then calls up Forrest to the stage.
Hey man, talk about the war. The Vietnam War?
And so Forrest just sat there talking while this crazy dude just pulled out all the cords. And then Forrest came back on and he said,
and that's always gotta say about Vietnam. Forrest! Jay! Forrest! Jay! Forrest! Yeah!
And then they saw and kissed, and that was it.
Yes.
Yo.
Setting that bar.
I'm telling you, man. That was
yeah, this is Maddie's energy. Right here.
Killing. Putting his kids.
Meanwhile, this is Brandon with dollar signs in his eyes.
Spot on.
That's the perfect way of putting it, man. And that was actually Andrew Horniman's episode. We love him to death. We're gonna have his clips on the next one. We're gonna do this again, but really quick. Because Mr. Chains, thank you so much for letting us use you and your children. But it's all for you. You're like literally Krusty Krabs over here. Mr. Krabs, thank you for coming on. Are there any Monday Night Tops contributors that you want to shout out, or any moments that we should definitely discuss on part 2, which I'm probably going to take parts of this, put it in part 2, add some shit. I don't know. But anybody that we should shout out.
So everybody who's been on Monday Night Tops, who brings the clips, I mean, shout outs to everybody, because without them, we wouldn't have the show. So big shout outs to them. I've seen after Maddie, Noah, and I set the bar, we started seeing some people really taking hold of their clips and putting on wigs and reenacting, and seeing them really step up the game. So I'm proud that we could, we produce gold. We only do gold. We shit gold in our family, and I'm like, I love how everyone else comes out and now it's to top us. So, hey, shout out to them. You'll never be able to be on top of us, but I appreciate your efforts. It really helps us makes the show what it is. Also, thank you guys, because without this, more so Chad, because he brings that gift game.
Yes,
it's on point. It's on point.
Oh, what about you, Chad? Really quick, anybody you want to shout out? Any moments that we should discuss on part 2?
Oh man, all I can say is that you and I spent so many hours on the phone talking about the potential best of. We argued over who was going to get the claim which clip. I'm glad we could come to an agreement over it. It's like no one's really trying to take credit, but it's like, no, I want that one. That was my favorite.
Right.
No, I want that one. That was my favorite. We had so many, and the show is still so young.
Right.
I mean, just in the few episodes that we've done, we could do 5 best ofs.
I mean, I'm telling you, from all of them. I mean, you all were great. Gay, Madison, Allison, Melody with the dog. We're definitely gonna show that. Jeremy, Dave, he came in and saved the first episode.
Ooh,
Rachel.
Allison's though, like you just brought up Allison's. I forgot about Allison's, but Allison's, when she was talking about her boyfriend, was fucking hysterical.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be part 2. Rachel, Stephanie, we didn't get to play that. I know Chad wanted to. Nicole, Rachel, you know what I'm saying? Allie, Aaron, everybody, Sarah. You know what's called. Oh, which reminds me. Oh, in Second City, I had to bring in Victoria, Julia, Lauren, a lot of great things. But coming up next. I thank you all for watching. Got a shout out Daniel, the upcoming producer, is another Sarah. You're going to be hearing more of her. Thank you again, Chad. Thank you, Mr. Chains, and thanks to Mrs. Princess. And please make sure you give us money. We do this. I'm not going to black out tonight because we've blacked out this entire episode. Please stick around for Party Time. Featuring Josh Firestein and Ken Hamlet. I love y'all. Y'all use condoms. Don't be problematic. Good night.